Good day everyone, I'm Eliza Lerpido and we are from CACO 301. Our study is about adaptation strategies of small-scale restaurants in the time of the COVID-19 pandemic. Coronaviruses are important human and animal pathogens. At the end of 2019, a novel coronavirus was identified in Wuhan, China. This rapidly spreads all over the world, resulting to a global pandemic. In the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, global markets are severely disrupted. Businesses are forced to explore innovative things or solutions to overcome the growing negative impact of this crisis. So, the widespread closing of stores and businesses in the Philippines and around the world is unprecedented. And the impact on small businesses are severely or largely affected. So, according to Bullock 2019, social distancing restrictions, health and economic-driven demand shifts are expected to shutter many small businesses and entrepreneurial ventures. Many of these closures may be permanent because of the inability of owners to pay on their ongoing expenses and survive the shutdown. So in this study, the researchers will tackle about the strategies that the small diner businesses did to cope up with the COVID-19 pandemic.
The purpose of this study is to know the adaptation strategies of small-scale restaurants in Dasmarinas, Cavite during pandemic. The study used a qualitative research design and phenomenological research approach. The participants for this study were 8 owners or managers of the selected small-scale restaurants in Dasmarinas, Cavite. The interview was conducted using online platforms such as Zoom and Google Meet as lockdown restrictions were implemented due to COVID-19 pandemic. The selected respondents gave their consent to be part of the study. The objectives of the study was stated and informed consent was presented. After the respondents agreed, the researcher asked open-ended questions so that the respondents can answer freely.
This study will use thematic analysis, which method is to identify the common topics, ideas, and patterns that come up repeatedly. This will be the basis of the research team to pinpoint the proven strategies imposed by the owners and managers to remain operable during pandemic. After the interview, data was transcribed, coded, and new thematic analysis is formulated. Based on the result of the study, an output was created by the researchers. It is a reward program. It is a system that can help build the restaurant's customer loyalty, wherein recommendation of the study was stated.
The study resulted into 3 themes. Theme 1 is the problem faced by the small-scale restaurant during pandemic. The study reveals that the problem faced by the small-scale restaurant during pandemic are profitability, customer retention, protocols and restrictions implemented. As a result, restaurant owners have been thinking for ways to strategically reduce the overhead cost while managing turn into profit during this pandemic. Theme 2, the most common strategies to keep the restaurant operating. Restaurants are slowly reopening their doors to the public after years of the pandemic. Some choose to reopen just for takeout and delivery. Many restaurants have adopted ramping up outdoor dining and food delivery apps. Theme 3 is the major impacts of pandemic to small-scale restaurant. The study shows that the major impacts of pandemic to small-scale restaurant are financial problem and customer relations. Income-generating choices have been restricted to mainly takeout and delivery, forcing lots of dining establishments to utilize cost-saving measures to remain in operation.
In conclusion, the problems faced by small-scale restaurants during pandemic are profitability, customer retention, and protocols and restrictions implemented. This results from the rapidly expanding social distancing restrictions, travel limitations, health and safety protocols, as well as the growing number of governmental stay-home orders that has been unprecedented in its breadth and severity. In terms of these strategies to keep the restaurant operating, delivery service, Online advertisement and promotions are the major answer in recovering your business loss. Consumers are becoming more interested in digital delivery applications, and the best marketing strategy is to stand out while also appealing to what your customer wants. In terms of the major impacts of the pandemic to small-scale restaurants, financial problems and customer relations are the ones that hits the most. Income-generating choices have been limited or restricted to mainly takeout and delivery, forcing lots of dining establishments to utilize cost-saving measures to keep on their operations. And nowadays, people are prioritizing their health and safety over their cost and comfort.
The researchers formed recommendations after critically analyzing the challenges faced by the small-scale restaurant owners and staffs in this COVID-19 pandemic. Since restaurant industry is one of the most affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, the researchers strongly advise the small-scale restaurant to understand their customers' needs and wants. Furthermore, during COVID-19 pandemic, all restaurants had to tighten their budgets, and one effective way researchers recommend to the small-scale restaurant owners to save money while actually making money is to start a reward program. This reward program is a system that helps you to build restaurant customers' loyalty. Lastly, this study will be valuable reference for the researchers who intend to conduct a similar study focusing on the adaptation strategies of small-scale restaurant in Dasmarinas, Cavite at the time of COVID-19, rising to the pandemic's challenges.
And that ends our discussion. Thank you for watching and God bless. Thank you!